Okay, we are going to do, the first thing we're going to work on is creating a very first Python program. So what we want to do is we want to call up Visual Studio. And once Visual Studio starts up, we're going to go to File, New, Project, and we're going to make sure that we select Other Languages and go to Python and select Python Application. Now down here it's going to specify where that project file is going to exist. You can put it wherever you want to on your PC, or you could put it out on the thumb drive so that you can bring it to camp. Alright, we're going to change the name of this Python application to My First Python Program. Oops. Hit the caps lock. My first Python program. We just hit OK. And it's going to create that project. And now we have the very first My First Python Program.py file. So first off, what we want to do, this is going to be a very simple program. It's going to allow us to compute the y coordinate of y equal x squared. So the first thing we want to do is we want to import the math package. Okay, that will allow us, provide us access to the various math functions that are built into Python. Later on we'll be importing other packages to allow, such as AstroPy from the Hubble Space Lab, and but right now we're just going to do math. So the first thing we want to do is we want to define my function. So I'm going to say define, and we're going to call it xfunc. Okay, xfunc, and it's going to have one argument, and that's going to be y. Okay, or the x input, I'm sorry. Now we're going to define y is equal to math, and we're going to use the .power function, .pow. That's basically going to say I'm going to take x to the second power. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. So y is equal to math.pow, or x to the second power. And then all we're going to do here is return y. Alright? Now I'm going to invoke this function. This is going to be really hard. Okay, I'm going to say y is equal to xfunc, and I'm going to specify the value, say 2. Okay, y is equal to xfunc of 2. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to print, and I'm going to say y equals, comma, y. Alright? Alright, so now what we're doing is we've defined a function that we're going to call that returns the x to the square. We're going to invoke that function and store the value of the result in the variable called y, and then we're going to simply print that out. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to press F5, function key 5. That executes it, and it doesn't like it. That's because it's because I need to use lowercase p for the print. Okay, I just press F5. That allowed me to fix it. Let's see, that didn't. Okay, let's run that again. There we go. So y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4, and that's the end of our very first Python program.